Y'all having a good time tonight? I'm about to ruin that fun. Okay. So, you know everybody has that one person in their family that's kind of has a somewhat grasp on what something is? Like an example is like, oh, I went to go see the Hunger Games with that awesome actress, Jennifer Lopez. Oh, she was so fantastic in it. You know that person? I always think about that every time I see an old lesbian. Now, the reason why I think that is because I think maybe there's a chance they're not really a lesbian, like they just got kind of a general grasp on what a lesbian is. Something like, oh, you know, my old hero, he died, and I gotta move out of my house, and so I gotta move in with Susan. That totally makes me a lesbian, doesn't it? Oh my God, I'm totally a lesbian. What? No, she has hardwood floors, but if she had a carpet, I wouldn't be licking it. I don't know about that. Well, you know, at times, we do stay up at night and do arts and crafts. Is that what you mean by scissoring? Now, do I need to explain what scissoring is?
No.
Because the way I explain things, I actually have to show you what it means. And that explanation is the reason why I am banned from my mother-in-law's house when I tried to explain what bukkake was. And if you don't know what bukkake is, me and the male comics will show you outside after the show. Speaking of fetishes, I am 34 years old and I have come to the realization that I don't really have a fetish. Like, I have a hard enough time getting laid as it is without worrying about costuming or props. Now, there's a theory going around that there is a fetish for anything that exists. And some people say that Jesus exists. So it kind of makes you wonder what a Jesus fetish would be like. I mean, I guess all the skinny, bearded magicians need something to get off on, right? So here's what I think a Jesus fetish would entail. Basically, you go back home with them, and they do the whole, oh yeah, turn that water into wine. Oh, that is so hot. Oh, I'm gonna bring that boner back from the dead. Oh yeah, totally. And then the kicker, the finisher, if you will, is that the guy has to walk around the apartment carrying a big old wooden cross all the way into the bedroom, and then while people are just throwing stuff at him and whipping him and whatnot. And then in order for any of them to come, he's gonna have to get hung up onto the cross, and then he's gonna have to piss all over the girl. Hey, it's not my fetish, all right? I mean, just be glad I didn't get into holy shit, okay? So I'm lucky enough to have a job, but there was a small point in my life where I didn't have a job. And while I was unemployed, I've come to the realization as to why unemployment was so bad. It's not because there weren't any jobs out there. It's just because getting a job is so goddamn hard. I mean, the application process of it is so damn difficult. Like, why is it so difficult? Now, here's how you should get a job. You walk into the store, you meet with the store manager. You talk to them and tell them, hey, I've been unemployed for about 6 months. If you had a kid, mention that whole thing. While that conversation is happening, they can do a background check on you, make sure you're not a pervert or a criminal. If all that checks out, hey, you got a job, congratulations, welcome to the store. But no. Here's how it really works in the real world. You walk into the store and you ask the first person you see, hey, are you guys hiring? And you get one of two looks. The first look is either, fuck you, you're not gonna take my job. Or the second look is gonna be, no, dude, no, you don't wanna work here. Seriously, trust me, you don't wanna work here, man. I got a lot of that second look, let me tell you. So then you get directed to a computer. Now the reason it's on a computer is not because to make it easier for you or to save on paperwork. It's because you gotta take a goddamn pop quiz to get a fucking job for a minimum wage job. Now why do you need to take a pop quiz to work a minimum wage job? I mean, I understand if you're trying to be a doctor or, be an astronaut or learn how to drive or, get a gun. I understand taking a pop quiz for all that. Just to sell some dumbass some batteries, I gotta take a quiz just to get a job? I mean, my grandma could sell batteries to anybody, and she's been dead for 5 years. Okay, Grandma, we're gonna pop you up right here, and you're gonna make sure you sell those batteries, okay? Did I mention my grandma's a zombie? I don't think I mentioned that. So then you get to the computer, and then you start taking the damn quiz. Now here is one of the actual questions on one of these quizzes. John tells you he's gonna go smoke a marijuana cigarette in his car while he's on his break. What do you say? A, politely decline and go about your business. B, immediately tell your manager. C, tell them that that's legally wrong and you shouldn't really be doing that. Or D, tell them that it's against policy and that he really shouldn't be doing that at work. Now, 3 of those options are going to just get you killed right off the bat. But the 4th one is just really stupid because who's going to turn down free weed, am I right? I mean, if my coworker said to me, hey, we're going to go smoke weed outside back, you want to join in? I'm like, fuck yeah, light it up, shit, let's get this party started. But I know why that question is on there. Because not every store manager is super honest, and they want to make sure they can trust you with shit. So that's why on my resume, I put right on top, snitches get stitches. And then every time I meet them in person, I'm like, hi, I'm Jason Soto. I can't wait to get on a higher plane with you, wink. So before I go, I'm gonna leave you with this one little riddle, see if you guys can figure this out. If you had the opportunity to give someone a blowjob, but you messed up that chance, would you still say you blew it? That's all I got. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome.